Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and something different on the channel here today. And this is the start of my F1 2019 mod, pretty much videos for this season. Now, this is going to be a little brief series over the next week or so. I'm going to be doing some races as F1 2019 drivers. Basically, before the real life cars get released, I've actually been working on a mod myself and customizing some of the cars and doing some driver transfers. And generally, I have a bit of a mishmash of different mods plus some work of my own to create this F1 2019 mod. And today we're racing, as you see by the title, as Daniel Ricciardo in the Renault at Melbourne, Australia. I'm going to do a few more of these videos with Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari, for example, Raikkonen in the Sauber, and a few others. Leave some comments down below which ones you'd like to see. And yeah, pretty much it's going to be the way it goes. Over the next week, you're going to see quite a few of these, and basically it's going to be 25% races, a little bit of fun, and also getting a bit of a taste and a bit of a feel of what the F1 2019 season has in store for us. And hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Also, hopefully you do appreciate the modding and also some of the cars that I've been working on. And yeah, with that being said, let's just see what happens. We are here for the first race of many, like I said, in this little brief series, and this one is in Australia. Obviously, Ricciardo's home race, it makes sense, and hopefully we can have a nice little good race, and you know, hopefully there's some action, it's not too boring. But generally, I'm going to leave you guys now with the grid. You're going to see the top 20 lineup, and hopefully it's a decent race. So yeah, let's jump into it.
Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Max Verstappen, and Gasly, Perez, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, and Roman Grosjean. Ricciardo, Sainz, Lance Stroll, Raikkonen, Van Dorn, Brendan Hartley, and Marcus Ericsson. Alonso and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Right guys, here we are on the grid for the race. P11, we do start just outside of the top 10, which is good news. And I'm looking forward to the race actually. It's going to be something different, driving as Daniel Ricciardo here in the Renault car. And in terms of the strategy for this Australian Grand Prix, we're going to be starting the race on the super soft compound tyres and transitioning over to the Ultras. So reverse strategy, even though originally I was suggested Ultras to Supers, I'm doing the inverted version. And we've got no rain expected, pretty much a straightforward race, and hopefully on the contra strategy we can try and catch a few people out. But with that being said, let's have a little bit of fun and let's see how this 25% race goes here at Australia, and let's jump into it as Daniel Ricciardo, and let's see if we can try and get a good result in his home race for his debut in the Renault car. So let's just get into it. It's time for the Australian Grand Prix. Right, here we go. Let's get ready for the 5 red lights here at Melbourne. Lights are on and they are off, and away we go. Not the greatest start you'll ever see, quite a bit of wheel spin, but we're going to continue on here. A little bit of contact 4 wide into turn 1 with multiple cars. We just feed our car through and stay in front of those guys for now. We've got both of the Rich Energy Haas cars in front of us as we make our way down towards turn 3. Going to go down the inside here of Roman Grosjean on the apex. Not the best line, kind of compromised a bit, so we're going to give that position away and let him hold on to that for now. I think the target of this race is Hülkenberg as we get a little bit wide there. If I can beat Hülkenberg, I'll be pretty happy because he's actually well in the points. So let's see how this unfolds. So far, those looking pretty good. 15 laps ahead of us. I've also kind of got to get used to this game again because I've been away for so long. So hopefully we can do well, and hopefully I can find my mojo, so to speak, halfway through. We've got Lance Stroll behind us though in the Force India, or should I say the Racing Point. No longer Force India. He tries to go on the outside, but no way through there for the Racing Point driver. So we stay in front for now. P11 just outside the top 10. Let's see if we can close this gap and get past these Haas cars. So update on to lap number 2 now. Car feels good. I've definitely settled in. And to say we're on the slower tyre, considering everyone around us is on the Ultras, we're not doing too badly, so I'm very happy. Hopefully now we can start to get into that phase where the Ultras start to fade a little bit, and that's going to bring us into this race. Also, DRS will be enabled next time round, so Stroll might become a little bit more of a threat in that Racing Point car once DRS becomes available, so we need to try and find a pace a little bit more and close that gap to Grosjean just a little bit to stay within a second. Oh, yellow flag as well, just noticed. And I think it's my teammate. Is it my teammate? Yes, it is. It's Hülkenberg. Oh my god, we just avoid Hülkenberg there, but Hülkenberg causing a yellow flag. Renault is puffing up in smoke as we lose the back end there through turn 1. That's going to put me on the back foot. And here comes Stroll, will he go for it? He is going to go around the outside. Hulkenberg out of the race. We're going to hold the inside line, squeeze out Stroll there on the exit. And we're now up into the top 10 thanks to Hulkenberg's retirement. But that was a dramatic one, especially because we just about got away with it on the inside line. But either way, lap 3, and we're now into the top 10. But I need to try and catch back up to Grosjean here I can. Here we go, we're slowly catching back up now. Both of the Haas cars are actually battling, so this could be interesting. That's my second track extend warning of the race. One more and we'll be picking up a penalty, so I need to try and keep my nose clean if possible. But here we go, we have now got DRS once again. Also, Pierre Gasly in the Red Bull in front of Sergio Perez has actually got car trouble, so he's starting to drop back into the midfield a little bit. So Pierre Gasly on the back foot in that Red Bull car in his first race for the team, so that could be pretty good news for us as well. Okay, here we go, cars into the pit lane. We have the struggling Pierre Gasly in front of us, so we're starting to catch up to him. You can see there Grosjean's going for the move. There's going to be pretty damn straightforward for the Haas driver. Side by side with Gasly, a little bit of contact actually. That's going to put Pierre on the back foot here. Can we have a go at the Red Bull man? He has got DRS, I do not have DRS. Let's have a look. Gasly locks up down the inside on the brakes. It's a pretty nice move there. And we are past the Frenchman in the Red Bull who's clearly struggling with his car. And we are now P6 in this race, obviously taking into account a few pit stops that have been made. And Grosjean comes in, along with a few others, so we're going to gain a few more places. I'm currently running lean ERS with rich fuel mix to try and counteract the two as I'm trying to save some battery. But we now jump up into third place in this Grand Prix, making definite progress here, as we pretty much hit half race distance. Oh, whew. That was a big moment there out of the chicane, but we just held on. More cars in the pit lane. We're going to take first place now in this race. My front left is 103, borderline overcooking, so I've got to be careful. I can definitely notice that understeer kicking in due to overheating through some corners, so I've got to try and manage that. We currently have this lap and one more before we come into the pit lane, so not much longer left on these tyres now, but I am struggling a little bit on these now. Right, here we go then onto our scheduled pit stop lap. I've now got fuel back into standard and ERS back into medium, but I'm definitely struggling these tyres. The Ferraris behind are absolutely flying, so I'm looking forward to getting the ultras on the car, put it that way. Oh, a little lock up there, but here we go into the pit lane. Really attacking those final corners on the power as we just touched the wall. Get it slow down to 60. Right, job done. Decent pit entry as we drop down to about P6 for now. Let's see where we join in amongst that midfield battle. That's where we're kind of at the minute. There we go, 2.7. Here comes Sergio Perez in the racing point. He's going to go past, and there go both of the Haas cars as well. If we can re-jump behind Grosjean, that'd be great, and we do. Here we go, up to speed now on Ultra Softs. So we haven't lost that much ground. We've got Kimi behind us in the Sauber for position. He's on Supers, so let's see if we can do it now. We're definitely in the points this race. Now it's all about seeing if we can get any more positions, chasing down those rich energy F1 Haas cars. So let's see. Let's go ahead down, get these tyres switched on, and chase after these guys, and hopefully we can maybe try and make some inroads. Right then, starting to make some inroads here as I try to close the gap down, and Bottas out of the race. Ooh. Okay, that's a big one. Bottas out of the Australian Grand Prix. Another retirement. There he is on the right hand side. That's going to give us P8 in this race, and also you just saw us clock up a personal best, so hopefully we can try and catch up to Grosjean here, because there could be a good position on the cards if we can really push on, but I need to get within DRS of the Frenchman and match my personal best. 1.1 the gap to Grosjean, just out of DRS that time round, but hopefully if I can stick with it this lap and do another decent lap like that, I should have DRS at the end of this lap. I'm getting the run here on Grosjean. I might actually have a go here actually. Here we go in the slipstream. Can we make it happen? Down the inside, lay on the brakes. Good stuff, very nice move. Wasn't expecting to make it actually, just there, but we got such a good run through the chicane. I just had to take it. So we're now P7 in this race. We've got past Romain Grosjean. And I don't think we can catch Kevin Magnussen. I think it's going to be a little bit too much of a stretch in terms of what we have left in this race. But you never know. You can make a mistake. Grosjean is coming back at me though. Got to be careful, need to manage that gap. I reckon I should be okay through here now, so let's try and bring this one home, I'd say. Right, I could be in trouble here. Grosjean's closing down. I'm going to cover the inside, showing the long way around because I'm running out of fuel and ERS. Going to give Grosjean the squeeze there through turn 1 on the last lap of the Grand Prix. That should do the trick, but I'm very marginal on battery here, so I've got to be careful. Here we go then, through the final sector now. Charles Leclerc wins in Australia in his Ferrari debut. Never know, could be a sign of things to come. Meanwhile, we're going to bring it home, it looks like, in P7 as we struggle with the back end. Grosjean looking very dangerous behind us here, but we are going to beat him to the line, and it's going to be P7 for us in our debut as Daniel Ricciardo in Australia. Decent race, enjoyable one there, and all in all, a successful performance.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
Right, so looking at the final race results, as you can see, it's a 1-2 for Ferrari, with Charles Leclerc beating Sebastian Vettel in the opening race. Lewis Hamilton P3 ahead of Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez P5, best of the rest ahead of Kevin Magnussen and myself, Daniel Ricciardo P7. Then Romain Grosjean P8 ahead of Kimi Raikkonen and Lance Stroll rounding out the top 10, with Daniel Kvyat just missing out, and also Lando Norris as well, just missing out on the points. Further down the order, Pierre Gasly with his Red Bull struggling with his car today with car issues down in P13. George Russell P14 in the Williams ahead of Alex Albon, Antonio Giovinazzi, Carlos Sainz, Robert Kubica, and then Valtteri Bottas and Nico Hülkenberg retiring from the Grand Prix. So all in all, that is going to be it, guys, for this race on this F1 2019 mod that I've created. Still a few things I need to fix and a few little things I need to improve upon in terms of the mod in itself, but all in all, I think a pretty successful one. I hope you guys did enjoy a little bit of a taste of what's to come in this season. And let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you want to see me do more of these with different drivers. So, you know, like Raikkonen in Sauber, Leclerc Ferrari, those kind of obvious ones. But hey guys, if you did enjoy the video, then please do slap a like on it. Also, do get subscribed for daily Formula 1 content and turn notifications to not miss a single upload from me. And finally, check out these videos on your screen if you have missed them. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next one very soon. But until then, it's goodbye from me.